And so I landed on Tencent. Tencent has been a company that I always knew about, but I never actually was specifically involved in it. And so they were planning to release PUBG Mobile at that time very, very soon. And they needed a senior committee lead to basically create a strategy around community building for PUBG Mobile. And they rapidly hired me. I have never seen such a fast process in terms of interviews and just getting an offer on the table and getting me on board. And so in March 2018, I joined Tencent, and I create a whole strategy for PUBG Mobile from scratch. I wiped the whole strategy before that was made and created a new one that would involve community building around the whole globe, because PUBG Mobile was supposed to be this incredibly encompassing and the biggest mobile game that has ever been made. And we knew that coming into the strategy creation process. Unfortunately, I only had around a few weeks to create a whole strategy for the whole global market. And so we picked our battle. We created a strategy for the English-speaking community first, and then we expanded with our other partners around the world for the regional strategies. And so that was my initial set of responsibilities: to assemble a team, to manage the team, to coach the team, but also to create this whole encompassing global strategy for the game that was about to release in a few weeks. And we never knew which date it was going to be, but we had to be ready to execute right away. So I would be in charge of 5 team members, and rapidly growing from the pool of talent that we had inside of Tencent that would actually want to join my team. And so we would cover many regions, including Europe, US, Russia, Brazil, South America, all of that. North America, obviously, including Canada, where the beta test was. And all of that was really exciting because I never worked on such a large-scale game. I don't know what the latest numbers are, but I think it surpassed 60 million daily active users, which is just insane. And so I worked on PUBG Mobile strategy for community and branding for a year, exactly a year. And so after that, I felt like after you experience the first year of the game being launched and deployed onto the world, everybody is kind of familiar in terms of the rhythm and the tactic that you want to go with moving forward. And so I felt like I needed a bigger challenge. I felt like I needed something to start from scratch without any name behind it. Because in a way, PUBG Mobile would have been successful even if you haven't done anything, because it's a name. Everybody knows about PUBG at that time. The name has been so popular that you would essentially have to do very little to get it off the ground. But we have established a community and we have established brand strategy where we would actually support all of those elements long term. And so I have built a community. I have built incredible numbers, which are, I think, shown in the resume. And so I started searching for another challenge. And the Next Studios has been this original indie studio inside of Tencent that's been really, really exciting for me to explore and dive deep into, because Next Studios is not known overseas, and their games are not known overseas that well. And so it was a challenge for me to start with something from scratch and with something that would really not exist if I did not help it out and get all my learnings from the previous 6 years, basically, to get it off the ground and get people to start recognizing Next Studios as this high quality original game maker studio. And so currently I am in Next Studios, and I'm working on multitudes of game titles, including Spiral Storm, Biped, Synced Off Planet, Metal Revolution, and Crown Trick. And all of those games are in the various stages of development and various stages of platform development as well. And it's extremely exciting to work on all of these games that nobody ever heard before about, and building the communities from scratch, and building the brand from scratch, and building the reputation of us as Next Studios from scratch. And so that is my current situation. I am in Next Studios, and I'm extremely excited to see it grow, and see how it is sort of evolving from nothing into something. And it is not really leveraging the name of Tencent whatsoever, because it really wants to build its name for itself, and be recognized as something that is truly unique, and being sort of a next stage of game development for Tencent overall. So yeah, that's the history. That's been from 2012 until now, 2020 February, end of February. And so I'll be making new videos as we go, and as my career develops, and I'll be giving regular updates after that. And also, do let me know if you would be actually interested in creating more videos like this, where I would actually dive deep into how did I start, what did I do, specifics, maybe some coaching videos, maybe some mentoring videos and stuff like that. I really want to make this kind of a cozy environment for everybody, and sort of like having people just listen to me and understand like how can they get into the game industry, because very often it's not easy to start and just understand where you can start, because things are just essentially all over the place, and people don't know what they want and what kind of things they can focus on. So I would be excited to answer some of your questions if this takes off. So yeah, this has been it, and I would be really excited if you left any comments or any feedback under these videos, and we can then take it from there. Thank you so much.